The 90-90 hip switch is an exercise that is primarily used to work on hip mobility. It offers several progressions so that it can be done by those at almost any fitness level, and can be used as part of a warm-up or as a method of incorporating some multi-directional movement into your lower body exercise repertoire. Start by sitting in the 90-90 position, with one thigh pointed forward and the other thigh pointed out to the side, with the knees and ankles bent 90 degrees. Begin by lifting your knees up off the floor to roll to the other side, so that your legs have switched their respective positions relative to your torso. Try to keep your heels in contact with the floor during the transition. If you are feeling too intense of a stretch, put your hands on the floor behind you so that you can lean back and create more space for your hips to move. If you are feeling comfortable with making the transitions, you can add in the next phase, in which you use your glutes to pull yourself up into a kneeling position. Slowly lower your hips back down to the floor, switch over to the other side, and then repeat. The next step is to pull the back leg around and in front into a half kneel. Shift your weight into the front leg and begin to lift your back knee off the floor. Once you have your knee and foot in the air, with control, swing that leg out and around, trying not to make contact with the ground, until you end up in a half kneeling position facing perpendicular to the direction you were just in. The next step is to slowly reverse the movement and return to the starting position again without making contact with the floor or allowing gravity to pull you back down without controlling the transition. This is typically the phase of the exercise that is most challenging, as it requires a level of mobility and strength with hip internal rotation that we aren't used to performing. If you're looking for one exercise that addresses hip mobility and motor control in multiple directions, the 90-90 hip switch and its progressions are an excellent choice.